Yo, 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 y'all already know what it is. Y'all know the sounds, man. This is Idiots with a Podcast. We are in the building. We in the building, bro. We in the studio. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how we do. This is your boy Mike. We we got the crew together. Y'all see my boy in the building. He got the Jets jersey on. My brother Corey is here in person, man. He's here in person. What's good with you, bro? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we do it. We like to have a little fun. So that's what we gonna do. I got my boy with me in the studio, man. He got the Jets jersey on, repping the greatest cornerback ever. Yeah, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said the greatest cornerback ever. But we're gonna talk about NFL in just a second. But look, y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we do it, man. Y'all know how we do it. It's time for some college football talk, and we gotta start. We have to. Gotta start. Gotta start with the Florida Gators, man. Y'all know we got that big win on yesterday, man. Even though going into the game, me personally, I knew we was winning anyway. It was no doubt in my mind. I already said it. I said it during the week. We getting that W. 29-16 Gators over Tennessee. Tennessee never beats us in the swamp anyway. So first takeaway from the game, I'm gonna let you go first because I know you got something you want to say. But look, before I send it over to Corey, because I know he got some things he want to say. I hope y'all enjoyed the game, man. I'm gonna just say this: for all the talk about the whole Billy Napier possibly losing his job thing, this, that, and the other, bro, we are in year two, not year one, not even year 3 or 4. We're in year two, 6-7 year one. We were sitting at 1-1, and I understand the instant gratification that everybody gets with the sports world and life in general now. Everything has to happen right now. And I get that. I get it. But sometimes when you want to rebuild things and rebuild them the right way, it takes time. And if you want it to be, if you want the University of Florida to get back to where it needs to be, you're going to have to give our coach some time to build it the right way. Get his guys in the system so that we can do things the way they need to be done. This is the University of Florida. This is not no shade or anything. This is not Colorado. This is not Nebraska. Like, I know Nebraska got a storied history and everything, but they ain't been good since Tommy Frazier left. This is not Penn State, who ain't done nothing in a long time. This ain't USC, who ain't been good since Reggie Bush left. Like, this is not that. This is the University of Florida. And if you want it to be built the right way, it takes time. Now, I'm not saying that he don't need to produce some results. I mean, that I get that. But let's not act like we're just out here not being competitive in some of these games, even if we're losing. And the games that we're winning, you see his imprint on the games. So now that I've said that, let me back away because I want to get my boy in here so that I can figure out what he has to say, because I know he has some things he wants to say about it. So, Corey, I'm gonna turn it over to you. That's how we do it. So I'm gonna let you go first. Give me your takeaways about the game on yesterday. Absolutely, absolutely. No, no, no. Yeah, yes, yes, Yeah, I don't know, man. I do definitely agree with the whole sentiment that um I agree with it when you say ETN just might be running back one. Um he might be running back one. I get it. But that doesn't mean get away from Montreal. That's not what we're saying. ETN is just a different type of back. Uh, but at the same time, you see when it's time to get those tough yards, there's a reason Montreal is on the field. So um, we need him. We're gonna need those guys going down the stretch because it's important to have more than one running back to keep those guys fresh. That's why they work so well together. You spell one guy, the other guy comes in fresh, and at the end of the game, it starts to wear on the defense. Yes, ETN is different. He is definitely a different type of running back, one that we haven't had on this team. Hey, it's been a minute. But what his vision and his agility and the way he's able to just move around, it makes things look really, really good when he's on the field. And I think the play calling gets a little different for him because he's a different type of back. But in the red zone, we need Montreal to be on the field. We saw that with his 2 touchdowns yesterday. When the end zone is in sight, he turns into a different animal. Um, but there's different guys that's going to touch the ball in different moments, and we saw Eugene Wilson get opportunities coming around in the backfield, jet sweeps, we're getting the ball out to him quick. He had six touches on the first drive. It didn't end in points. We need to get that special team situation figured out. But getting him involved early, and there's some other guys that they can't do what he does, but they can do something similar. I liked what I saw from Ricky last night when we needed big plays. He made some plays. Khalil Jackson to catch on the sideline. Hey, yo. Yeah, yeah. He did some good things. I wish Odom had a little more speed, but it's good to see a it's good to see a tight end catch the football. It's good to see a tight end catch the football. That's the one thing I will say. Um, looking at the rest of the receiving core, Caleb Douglas had a really nice first down catch. I like that kid. I think he's going to do some things. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I was gonna say another name. He reminds me of Quentin Dunbar. For those, yeah. Quentin made some key plays for us, man. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
it's so much I can say about our defense. Like it's so much, like it's so many places you can go with. Offensively, I want to get back to that. Mertz, he looked really in control. He looked solid, very accurate. Um, O line, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely a work in progress. But ETN, look, man, like I was saying, I think he should be the RB1. Home run ability, every time he touches the ball, I love Trail, but it's like a different element. But like as the game wears on, I think Trail is one of those type of running backs. Like come late in that fourth quarter, you're gonna have to make business decisions if you want to win.
Absolutely,
Especially in
absolutely.
the red zone. And Pearsall, he's still out there doing his thing. Like you said, that was a good catch by. Tight ends. I want to see what's his name? Early.
Arliss,
Arliss. I want to
Arliss
see more. I
Bordenham.
want to see more of him. But yeah, man, Mertz, man, he just looked in control, bro. Like he just really looked in control, and I love what I saw. So that's all I really have to say about that.
Yeah,
Oh
definitely. It
wait,
was.
wait,
Go
wait,
ahead.
wait.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Special teams, we got to get that under control. Because that was some nasty work. But I mean, that was some nasty work. And I said it already. Gabriel, we really got conservative in the second half.
Yeah,
Which
definitely.
I understand because Milton didn't really have that much time. Which Tennessee's offense is kind of predictable. As soon as they get the first down, it's like, oh, we just go speed and try to play action and throw you. And I was just like, if we can just stop that, stop them on first down, like not allow like a big run, maybe get like 2, 3 yards, or maybe like 2 yards or a tackle for loss, then we'll be in a good spot to stop them on that drive. Because all it was run, screen, play action, deep, or something like that. Like Joe Milton didn't really wow me. I wasn't really a Joe Milton type of guy. He has a strong arm, and that's really good, but I'm just not sold on him like period as a quarterback. So that's my thoughts on him.
Well, I'm gonna just say this. We talked about Joe Milton, and yeah, that just hasn't.
I feel like he's the worst version of Andy Reid.
You know what? I really don't know how to respond to that.
He is a worse version of Andy. Like if it's like, because Anthony Richardson, I feel like the sky's the limit. But with Milton, bro, all he wants to do is throw the ball deep. And if you watch Anthony Richardson in Florida and watch Milton now, bro, they're the same. One just doesn't run. Like they're the same quarterback. Like one just doesn't run. And AR, I feel like he was a little further along throwing the ball than Milton. Like every time Milton throws the ball, it's a fastball. Like, bro, who do you think you are, Pedro Martinez? Like seriously, like what are you doing? Like I'm just saying, bro. Like he throws the ball like the way he throws is relevant to how these people in Dallas drive on a freeway.
Hey
Like,
yo,
bro, like he
yo,
drives like he throws the ball so fast. It's like it's one of those things like, bro, chill out, chill. So if it was me, he would be the quarterback. It would be me.
chill, bro,
I
chill.
mean, I'm a Florida fan, so hey,
As
we're
as
2-1.
as far as it goes with the whole Nico, I said it during the game, and I know there was some Gator fans that was like, "Bro, don't say this during the game." I get it, but at the end of the day, eventually Nico's gonna take that job. That's just what it's gonna be. He's the better quarterback, and there's really nothing. There's nothing that Milton could do about it. We saw that. We saw that on yesterday that they're. I'm just looking at them, and it's just not. It's not working out with him. If they're not able to throw the ball down the field, it's just not working out for him. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. It's just I don't. I've watched this kid for what he's been in school 4 years now, and it started off at Michigan. It was bad. It was horrible actually. Um, transferred. He was supposed to be the starter at Tennessee. Hendon Hooker comes in. He's the better quarterback. So I don't know, bro. Looking at him play, there's things that just don't. I don't see it from him. and I never have, and I probably never will. I think he's one of the most physically gifted quarterbacks I've ever seen. But I've seen Jamarcus Russell, I've seen Anthony Richardson, and I've seen him. Out of those three, I wouldn't touch him at all. Pause. Pause. Big pause.
Big pause.
But I would not want him to be my quarterback out of those three. That's just what I'm going to say about that. You talked about the defense a little bit. I'm going to get to them in a second. Trey Smack is my kicker. Whoever that other guy is, get him out of here, coach. Get him out of here. He got to go. I think he'll walk-on kicker anyway. I don't think he's on scholarship. Get him out. Trey Smack is my kicker.
Is that Mahalik, whatever his name is?
Get him out of here.
Yeah,
like whatever.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Get him out.
I don't want to see that guy on the field no more. Because that was horrible. And we can't have that. It's special teams. You're literally on the field just to kick field goals.
Get him out of here.
Get. It's easy to kick the ball through the uprights, bro. It's real easy. You cost us 4 points yesterday, and it could have been worse if we didn't make that change. Trey Smack is my kicker. That punter situation, Jeremy Crawshaw, that was horrible. Twice you kicked the ball, and it didn't go anywhere near where it needs to go. Fix it. All this game changer stuff, we not changing games right now. And if we are changing them, it's not for our benefit. It's for the other team benefit. We need to get that fixed. Defensively, let's get to it. I'm going to say this right now. I'm just going to put it out there. We have the best linebacker tandem in the SEC. I don't care what nobody says. And we probably have the fastest. That's just me being honest.
How do you feel about Georgia linebackers?
Don't they have a white linebacker?
Isn't Sorey one of their linebackers? Xavier Sorey?
I don't know. I haven't really watched Georgia, but they could have lost their game yesterday.
Yeah.
So
We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that.
But yes, I do think we have the best tandem of linebackers in the conference. I'm gonna say in the conference because I haven't watched all of college football yet. Defensive line. Teams are lucky that Justice Boone got hurt. That's all I'm gonna say about that, because that defensive line rotation, especially at D tackle, when you talk about Banks, you talk about Desmond Watson, Jackson, who just transferred to us, Jamari Lyons, 95, who's playing really well, Chris McClellan. Bro, that defensive tackle rotation is as good as any in football. Defensive ends, we still have a few things we need to clean up, but yesterday was one of the best performances I saw from my defensive line in a long time. Like, we got some headhunters out there again, and I'm really, really glad to see that. Cornerback play. I'm going to just say this. Devin, shout out to Devin Moore and Jalen Kimber. Them two, they played well yesterday. I don't know what's going on with number 3. There's moments when I look at him and say he has talent to be a day 2 pick in the NFL draft. And then there's moments when I look at him, nobody should touch that guy at all. Pause. Nobody should. Yesterday, there were moments in that game where I'm just like, bro, you cannot get beat off the line like this.
If you watch that him in general, sometimes it look like he's just going through the motions, but other times it's like he's locked in.
There's moments that I get from him where he looks like end of junior season Vernon Hargraves, where he just didn't want to be there anymore.
I don't know if it's that, because I don't know if it's that, but I just feel like he did, like, if we go back to that game, he gave up that touchdown, and the other play he got beat, but obviously Milton overthrew the guy. Other than that, we didn't hear anything else. So he didn't really have a bad day. I mean, yeah, the ball wasn't really thrown to him that much because Milton was fighting for his life back there, but like, let's just be realistic. Yeah, every cornerback is going to give up a touchdown, but you're our best corner.
Or supposed
to be our best corner. You're supposed to be our best corner. So it's like you have to be the lead dog in that room. And I'm a Jason Marshall guy. Like I think he's a solid player. But you know, when you come to Florida as a 5-star corner, a lot of people, well, the fans, you're gonna expect a lot from you because if you're playing corner in Florida, the pressure is always on you if you're a corner in Florida. You know, because it's been a lot of good corners to play at Florida. Strictly just talking college. Strictly college. So, you know, you got to take it with a grain of salt. But I'm still a Jason Marshall guy. I think he's a good player. But I think Devin Moore may have the highest ceiling of anybody in that room. He's 6'4".
Devin Moore, and then I would say Jakeem Jackson is right underneath.
But Kimber has had through 3 weeks. Kimber's been
our most consistent cornerback.
Yeah, he's been the most consistent one.
He's been really solid. And even last year when he gave up a play, he gave up a touchdown. He was in perfect coverage. It was just a great throw and a great catch by the defender. This is the same kid that caught an interception in the game with a broken hand with a cast on it.
I mean, he was a highly rated cornerback too.
Exactly. He knows how to play the game, and he's brought some stability to that room while he allows the young guys to grow.
Yeah. I think Jakeem's going to be good. I think Jakeem Jackson is going to be really, really good for us. You know, which that touchdown he gave up, it was a push off, but whatever. I'm not going to get into all that. But I feel like we've talked enough about that game because I don't want people to look at our podcast and just be like, oh, they're just Florida fans. Man, we don't care. No. We are sports fans. And so with that being said, let's talk about these other games that happened.
Which one do you want to start with? I'll let you choose.
Let's talk about Georgia and South Carolina. So obviously, I didn't watch the whole entirety of that game, obviously, but I've watched. Well, actually, I'm lying. I did watch pretty much the whole game. Carson Beck. You look at his numbers. He did. If you look at the numbers, they were solid, but everything was like a screen or like a slant, which he did. He did his job, bro. Like I'm not gonna be one of those guys. Oh, it didn't look good, or he doesn't have the ridiculous throws, or he's this, he's that. At the end of the day, bro. If you look at his numbers, which they weren't bad. Yeah, he didn't have to throw the ball down the field too much, but he did his job. I'm not a Carson Beck guy. I think he stinks, but that's just me. Do I think they can win a championship with him? Hey, bro, they won a championship with Bennett.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
they won a championship with Bennett, though, bro. Like, given Stetson Bennett was on some talented teams, but come on, bro. Like, I mean, when you got the best, the best tight end in the country, I mean, that should be a security blanket right there. I don't know what's his name, Marcus Romney Johnson, whatever his name is.
Rosamond.
Yeah, Rosamond. Yeah. And these other receivers, Ladd, he didn't play. I don't remember him playing. But I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and say, oh, they're not the best team. I will still say, by default, they're the best team. I would give them. Excuse me. I would give them that title for right now because. I mean, who you're going to say is better? I mean, it's probably teams I would say, hey, I would pick this team maybe because they have this guy and he controls the whole mind frame of the team. Yeah, I can get that, but by default, I would probably say Georgia they're the best team. I mean, who in the country right now on the field can beat them? Don't tell me Florida State because I will probably walk out of this studio and go back to New Orleans. like seriously, bro. Like let's be realistic here.
Hey,
I think like if you look, like why do we always say, oh, who's the best team after 3 weeks or like early in the season? I feel like after like 4 weeks you should have rankings because what are we doing? Like, you can't tell me. So are you going to tell me, okay, perfect example, Georgia. They're the number one team, realistically, right now, rank-wise. Are you going to tell me right now if they got on the field with Texas, and Texas is ranked number 4, who do you think would be favorite in that game?
Georgia and Texas?
Yeah, who you think would be favorite?
Georgia would be favorite.
How much you think they'd be favored by?
Probably about 10.
By 10? Okay. Now, this is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say. Me personally, I think Texas can beat Georgia.
Absolutely.
Would I choose them right now? No, I would not. They beat Alabama, though, because that Alabama team, like, watching college football in the 2010s, bro, like, when my team used to play Alabama, or when other teams used to play Alabama, I'm for sure, I know this, they used to be like, fuck, like, damn, we got to play Alabama. Like, they had so many guys, NFL guys, come through that school during the 2010s. Like, come on, bro. Like, really. Now it's like a bunch of, like, ITT Tech black guys.
Bro.
Like, come on, bro. Like, seriously. Like, and then one thing I didn't like, like, Jalen Milroe, like, I feel like he should still be starting.
Hey, bro.
That's just my opinion. Like, I feel like, how do you bench a guy after, okay, a given he made a lot of mistakes.
Let me take my glasses off.
He made a lot of mistakes given, but that was his first, like, real test. Which, granted, I thought that would be a breakout game for him. I was wrong, and by the way, I'm not an Alabama guy. I used to live in Alabama, but I really don't care about the Crimson Tide. But Milroe, I feel like he should still be starting. You don't yank a guy just because you're lost, because you're sending a message. You're basically the reason why we lost the game. And Nick Saban, I feel like he panicked big time because those other two guys, well, Simpson, he came in the game yesterday and threw that pass, which was a nice pass. But that other guy, he should not even be allowed. He should not even be allowed in Tuscaloosa. He should be at ICDC College right now.
Man,
seriously.
Send that guy back to Notre Dame or something,
No.
bro. Like,
Send him to ICDC College so he can get an education, as they say. Because, bro, that was some of the worst shit I've ever seen. You saw his throwing motion?
Bro,
that shit is
all
terrible.
I'm saying is this. If he's Asian, let me stop, because I don't want the Asian people. I don't want my Asian,
we love the Asian community.
I don't want my Asian friends to
we
come
love the
after
Asian
me, bro.
community.
But his eyes may be slanted. Like, real, like
Is he slanted for? Is eyes slanted for real?
I don't know, but the way he was throwing the ball yesterday, they may as well have been, because boy, they showed a pass. Oh my God, bro! Why did the ball? It was like 5 yards away from the receiver in the dirt. Like, I couldn't tell who was worse yesterday between him and Joe Milton. That's how bad it was. They were both horrible. But Tyler Buckner was definitely horrible. When you go 5 for 14, get him out of here.
If you look at Milton's stats, you would think he was better.
Yeah, he had a really good game.
Bro,
you would think he was better than Graham Mertz in that game.
Like, some of that stuff was like, okay, we got hella conservative. We're just gonna we don't care. We're not gonna let you score. We're just gonna play prevent or some shit like that. And we're just gonna give up everything, but we're not gonna let it get behind us. Pause. So it's one of them. It was one of those games. But like I said with the Georgia game, like, I just feel like you shouldn't do rankings so early. Maybe like after like the 4th or 5th week. Like, I don't think you should do rankings that early, man. Like, seriously, bro, because I don't think Florida State is the number 3 team in the country. I don't think Florida State would beat USC. I don't think Florida State is better than Texas. I think Washington would beat Florida State.
It's a lot of teams.
I think Oregon would beat Florida State.
It's a lot of teams in the country that would, if Florida State shows up the way they did yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. They're a solid team this year, which, granted, some of their players are like 24 and 25 years old. Like, they're playing against a bunch of 18 to like 21-year-olds. But, it's a solid team, I guess. But I mean, I sound like a hater, but it is what it is. Like, they're a solid team. Don't get me wrong, but
Find that suspicious.
hey man, I've been drinking and here sweating because I'm drinking.
Hey man, look, they do have some. Everybody on their team is like a 5th or 6th year senior, bro. Like, if you're not dominating your opponents, then there's a problem.
I like Keon Coleman. I like
that
kid.
game.
I like
that
kid.
game yesterday against Boston College should serve as a message that you can't just step onto the field and just beat people just because you're more talented.
Or you can go to we're good, but we're not good enough to just basically kind of what you're saying. We're good, but we're not that yet.
Or it could just be that this is who we are. Like that, these first couple, the first game definitely was
the 2018 Florida Gators.
But we're gonna find out this week because I tell you this,
we're gonna get that when we get the game picks.
That team that they're playing, they've been struggling.
They riding under, they under the radar.
But that coach gonna have them ready to play some football. So that's all I'm gonna say about that.
We can say whatever we want to say about Dabo Swinney. Look about the we can say the racist stuff. I'm not getting all that. But as a coach, and if you're an ACC fan or whatever, you still gotta respect that guy. No matter what, you still have to respect that guy. You still have to respect that guy because at the end of the day, he's still the best coach in the ACC until proven otherwise. To me, he is still.
I'll go with Mac.
Mac Brown?
Yeah. I'll go with Mac slightly.
Over Dabo right now or just period?
No, period.
Like, period. I'll go with
if
Dabo.
we're talking right now, I don't know. I don't know if I would pick Dabo or Mac. I would take – I don't know. I would probably – if we're going right now, give me Duke coach.
No.
I would. I think what he's done with that team – and the circumstances that they have, this is Duke, bro.
Well, I mean, if
Duke,
he got Daniel Jones going first round,
exactly,
then maybe because that dude is booty cheese.
he finna have another quarterback get drafted. So look, that's.
I mean, I'm gonna just say this: when we were all kids, when we used to watch college or hear colleges, when I think of Duke, I think of hooping. I don't think
hooping. Those uppity. Stuck up, you know.
But now,
like the Fab Five said.
Like the Fab Five said, yeah.
We don't like them.
But now they're slowly turning into.
They're turning into more than just basketball.
Yeah, they're turning into more.
And it's good to see because the parity is good. But let's talk about. We were talking about Georgia, but let's talk about some other teams that didn't look as good as they should have this week or look better than we thought they were going to look. Let's start with the biggest one, since I know everybody wants to hear about it. Let's start with the biggest one. Obviously, Colorado. Colorado's now 3-0. That game looked like it was going to get away from them. I'm gonna just be honest. They fought back. They did what they needed to do, and Shedeur Sanders showed up when it mattered most. When their best player went out, he turned into a different quarterback. They pulled out the win in double overtime. Shout out to Colorado. Shout out to Deion Sanders. I have one complaint about the game, and it made me mad to watch it last night. And I stayed up all night to watch the game. This is the one thing that makes me mad. If you're Jay Norvell and you go into that game talking all that cash shit, and then when it's time for you to stand behind your team, and I even tweeted, the team was playing for him. The way they were playing for him. They took on the mantra of their coach, and they were doing really well. When it was time for you to make that decision to say, you know what, we didn't come here just for a moral victory. We came here to win.
Yeah.
4th and 1.
Which I did not see.
4th and 1. In the fourth quarter, I think there was about 3 minutes left. You chose to punt the ball back to Colorado with an 8-point lead around midfield. Whether you thought your defense could get a stop or not does not matter to me. If I feel like I came in here with nothing to lose, 4th and 1, I'm putting my offense on the field and I want my best players to touch the football. So it was going to be my quarterback, and either my running back who really couldn't be stopped or my wide receiver number 14 who was open all night. All night. It didn't matter who was guarding him. Even when Travis was there, he was still open. I'm going to be that man to say, you know what? If we're going to go out and I'm going to talk the way I talked all week, I'm going to make sure my team knows that I trust them in this moment.
Right.
4th and 1,
Yeah.
I want the football. I'm not giving Colorado a chance to go down the field, which they went down the field 98 yards in a minute.
Right.
I want the football. But then, even then, you go to overtime. Colorado gets the ball first. They score. Colorado State gets the ball. You score a touchdown. It's 30, 35, 34. I'm not kicking an extra point because I don't want this game to continue because my defense has been getting torched in the fourth quarter. I'm not giving the ball back to Colorado with another chance to put points on the board. I'm going to leave my offense on the field and we going for 2. And I can live with the result. As a coach, for me, if I know that my team is not even supposed to be within 20 points of who we're playing right now and we have a chance to win, I'm going for 2 every time.
Right.
There's no way I'm giving the ball back to Colorado and letting them have a chance on offense again when my defense hasn't stopped a nosebleed. I'm putting the ball in my quarterback's hands, and I'm saying go make a play.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we win or lose is going to be on you, but I will not be upset. I will not have regrets if we go out and play the game this way.
Right.
But you decide to kick an extra point. You know what? You can't talk big and then shrink in those moments, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. You can't. You cannot talk.
Good point.
You cannot talk cash, and then when it's time to put the cash up,
Good point.
you put $100 bill on the table.
Good point.
Nah, I need that bankroll.
Yeah.
I need the bankroll.
Pretty much.
Like, come on, bro. This is Deion Sanders who you playing against. So, like, I get it. Colorado, big ups to them. They 3-0. They're going to be ranked higher. They're going into the week undefeated matchup against Oregon. We're going to get to our picks in just a second on that. But shout out to them. Shout out to Colorado, even though Colorado State had their opportunities to win that game. And shout out to them. Hopefully they're 0-2, but hopefully this performance allows them to see, like, hey, we can dominate the rest of the schedule. If we could play with Colorado,
Yeah.
man, nobody else on the schedule scare us, but we'll see. A lot of teams don't do that, so we'll see.
So, yeah, about that game. So, like, it was one of those things, like, it was one of those things where, how can I say? Let me just put this out there. Shedeur Sanders he is him. Like his pop said about Travis Shedeur Sanders, he is him. And I'm not gonna be one of those guys like, I watched a bunch of Jackson State games. I've been knew he was like this. Granted, I watched some, and Shedeur, he definitely did. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. He did his thing. But to do it on this stage, which, you know, what he did at Jackson State is respected. You know, I respected it, and I saw the talent. But what he's doing on this stage, bro, is some of the through three games. Let me just say through 3 games. This is some of the most remarkable quarterback play I've ever seen in college, and I'm not just saying that.
Absolutely.
This is like 10 touchdowns and 1 pick. This man is throwing to the right places at the right time. If it's not there, cool. I'll throw it away. I'm not going to force it. Yeah, I'm under pressure, but I'm not going to turn the ball over. And that's one thing that these quarterbacks, even in the NFL, got to realize. I'm not going to say no names.
Hey, yo.
But you getting sacked.
Hey,
And you still turning the ball over. Like, he just knows where to – he just knows. It's like every time he gets the ball, hikes the ball, whatever, it's like he knows what the defense is in. He's so accurate. He has a stronger arm than what people realize. He's not the fastest guy, but I feel like one thing I would probably say is like a knock on him. When he should run, he still don't run. Like, it's like Bryce Young. Like, when Bryce would try to run, he would still be looking down the field, which can be a pro and a con. Like, hey, you could pick up 10 yards, but why would I do that if I know I can throw the ball, get them 15 to 20 yards, and I know I can throw it accurately and on point? So, Shedeur, that was, like, he is him, bro. Nothing else matters. He is him. Unless he just has, like, a major drastic fall off throughout the season, which I don't see, then, bro, the sky's the limit for that kid. But that team in general, realistically, that offense is going to put up points no matter what. That defense, Deion said it himself. These is his words. He's about 7 or 8 dogs away from really taking it to where he want to take it. Which they're a decent team, but once they start getting in the meat of their schedule like they're about to, which we're going to talk about their upcoming game, I feel like you will see where the holes are. Hell, we've already seen up front they're not the biggest team. They're really thin. But it's like they make plays at the right time, though. It's like sometimes you don't have to be a great defense. Just if it's a close game and your defense, like the defense they just make a play at the right time. They did it against TCU, which I'm not going to say I watched all the game yesterday because I fell asleep because I was drunk. But, fuck it. So I watched the first 2 quarters. So I will say that. And I was kind of like, when I woke up, I saw Travis Hunter. They said, he's gonna be out a couple of weeks, which is weird because he came back in the game, he was still playing. But I feel like that was definitely a dirty play. But the guys, like, he had a chance to stop, but he didn't. And he wasn't even going that fast after rewatching it. Because at first I'm like, maybe he couldn't stop because he was going fast. When I watched, I was like, yeah, this guy could have stopped. But it'll be interesting how they play, how they look defensively, because he's their best player realistically, probably period. But he's their best player on defense. So, and they're going to be without him against Oregon. So I don't know how Vegas is going to have that game. But, man, Shedeur and these next, Shedeur versus Caleb, Shedeur, I never thought I would say this in my life. Bo Nix. Shedeur versus Bo Nix, which he's looking like a respectable quarterback now.
Bro, the quarterback matchups in the Pac-12 this year they off the charts.
The Pac-12
honestly,
is
bro.
right now, through 3 weeks, the Pac-12 has been the best conference. I don't think, like, it's so many teams like Washington State, Washington, Oregon State, Oregon, Colorado, USC. That's 6 teams. That's 6 teams, bro. They've been
really good.
Like, they've been the best conference. Do I think some of those teams can beat all the top SEC teams? Probably so. Some probably can, some probably can't. But I just feel like, man, like, go back to the Colorado with Deion, bro, what he is doing, he's basically doing the same thing he was doing. He's basically doing the same thing he was doing when he was playing. The only difference is he's coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's a motivator. Man, I'm just saying, if you a 16, 17-year-old kid, bro, and you a corner, it's kind of hard to be like, nah, I don't want to play for Deion.
I'm gonna just say this: those corners on that roster are bad. But hey, go ahead.
I mean, that one who was supposed to come to Florida ended up going to Miami.
No comment.
Ended up going
comment.
I mean, I still want to see him. Getting a game.
No comment.
But the kid has the talent, but we don't know. Maybe he hasn't adjusted to the college football speed yet. So I don't know. But with Travis Hunter out a couple weeks, he might see the field, bro. And
I hope so. They can't get worse than they've been. That defense has
putrid.
not been
But like
good.
I said, bro, with Shedeur, this is through 3 weeks. This has been some of the most remarkable quarterback play I've ever seen.
Absolutely. And the thing is, I'm gonna say this: Shedeur has been great, and he deserves to be mentioned with some of those guys.
Weaver, shout out the receiver Weaver.
Yeah, he made plays last night. But the quarterback play overall in college football looks different.
It looks very
Like,
different.
Like there's going to be some names you leave out, but just looking at it with Shedeur, you got Cam Ward at Washington State, Michael Penix at Washington, Caleb Williams obviously, Drake May obviously, Quinn Ewers what he did against Alabama,
Leonard from Duke,
bro, the Riley Leonard, like there's
Graham Mercer.
Castellanos from Boston College, what he did to Florida State yesterday.
Yeah.
like Jaden Daniels, what he did
even
yesterday.
Jordan Travis.
Yeah, Jordan Travis, bro.
Graham Mertz.
The names are ridiculous.
Graham
Even
Mertz.
yes, I know. Even Graham Mertz, the transfer that everybody said was the worst quarterback in the SEC.
Which he's
and
a top.
I'm just not going. I'm not going to say nothing. But
He's a top
but
4
one of us,
quarterback in the SEC.
one of us did say that Graham Mertz was going to be just fine in this offense.
Yeah,
one of
you-
us
you
did. So,
say that.
look,
Yeah,
I'm not
he-
going to take no credit.
He
for
said
that.
that.
So-
Me, I was on the fence. I didn't know what to expect.
I'm not going to take no credit for that. But
Nah, yeah,
it's-
take your
it's
credit,
okay.
take your
You know,
credit.
it's Graham Mertz.
Take your credit.
I watched this kid ball out, and I watched him at Wisconsin. There were moments when it looked like he was lost, but there were moments when it was like, who is he throwing the ball to? He doesn't have that problem now, and he's showing that he has the ability to get the job done. And the poise, the consistency,
Accuracy.
and the accuracy, but
Hey.
also the mentality.
I'm gonna say this. I feel like he has a stronger arm than what people really think.
Definitely. The arm was never a question. That's the one thing I need people to understand. His arm talent was never a question. It was the decision making that everybody had issues with. And like I said, it's Wisconsin. Who is he throwing the football to? Name me one receiver from Wisconsin that's playing on Sundays right now.
Is Nick Toon still in the league? Jared Aberdibus, whatever his name was.
Bang.
Exactly. You can't name one.
I really can't. I can name running backs or
Yeah,
linemen.
you can name those with no problems.
So,
But there's no wide receivers
Right.
outside of Quintez Cephas, who's probably, and I don't even think he's on the roster anymore.
how you spell that?
Cephus, Cephas.
Oh, okay.
But
So-
I don't think he's on the roster anymore. But the tight ends were good.
All right. So
go
let's
ahead.
since because we were skipping around, but to my further point on Colorado before we move on to something else. I just feel like, me personally, I had them win in 7 games, and I feel like that's good. They can probably get to 8, which they have a lot of teams they still got to play. Oregon.
This week coming up, they have Oregon. I was talking about the quarterback matchups. This is the quarterbacks they still have left on their schedule. They don't play Washington, so they won't see Michael Penix. But they've got Bo Nix this week. Caleb the week after that.
Still got to play Cam Ward.
They play Cam
On the
Ward
road,
later in the
on the
season.
road.
Yes, on the road. They play DJ Uiagalelei at Oregon State.
Yeah.
And they play, hopefully, I'm hoping that he's starting by then. If he's not, it's okay. Devin Moore in UCLA. I don't even know who their
quarterback?
starter is. Yeah.
That's his name?
Is it
Dante?
Devin? Dante Moore. There we go.
Something like that.
Dante
No, yeah,
Moore.
he's starting. Yeah, he's starting.
They played him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, he's been starting.
And this is the
for
thing.
last 2 games.
End of the season, they play Utah at Utah.
I
Cam Rising will be playing.
Should be.
He will be.
I
By that
think
time, he will be
At
playing.
Utah, that's a trenches, bro.
Exactly.
That's a trenches game.
Exactly. That is going to be, but that's just the quarterback matchups. Colorado has the talent at the skill positions to compete with anybody. Their problem is in the trenches. And Deion said it. He knows they have some stuff they need to be fixed. But with the level that they're playing at right now,
It's remarkable, bro. Like,
all props to him. I can't hate on him.
It's as a black man, as a coach, what he's doing, bro, like, it's remarkable, bro. Like, you just have to respect it. And obviously, I'm not sitting up here saying I'm a Colorado fan, but I'm pulling for Deion. Like, I want to see him do good because, like, people sometimes confuse confidence with cockiness. And that's who he is. He's always been like that as a player, everything. He's never talked junk. He just told you what he's going to do. And he did it. So, that man said, which game? I think it was his Falcon days. When he took that pick back, high step, he said, "This is my house." He wasn't being cocky. You can say he was being cocky, but it's the truth.
The funny thing is, Danny Cannell had a tweet and I hate Danny Kanell. He was talking about Jay Norvell and how Colorado State was playing. Somebody replied, it says 25 years ago this Thursday, Deion Sanders had a pick six on Giants quarterback Danny Kanell on Monday Night Football.
That's the pick that had the one he started hot stepping.
Kanell would later be benched and never become an NFL starter.
See, that's my thing, bro. Like realistically, like I said, bro, as a black head coach, how can you not want him to succeed? It's not that many successful black coaches.
As just a black man in general, if you're hating on this man because if you don't like the way he carries himself, this is who he's been his entire life.
He's just a coach now.
Like, if you want him to change because he's now coaching young men, no. Why would I change who I've been when I've been successful this way my entire life?
Like I said, bro, people, they always confuse confidence with cockiness.
Yes, absolutely.
That man is going to tell you what he's going to do, and he's going to do it. It's different. Like, it's different than doing something and saying, "Oh man, I hope I succeed." He literally told you, "I'm gonna succeed." Many didn't believe in the plan. Many thought, okay, they only gonna win like one game, which going into the season, that was a whole new TCU team. So I don't know why people felt like, I don't know why Vegas had them favored by like 21. I don't know why.
Even me, I will admit it. I had them at. I think I had them at 5 wins.
I had them at. Well, I didn't really predict how many wins they was gonna do coming into the season, but when I watched them play against TCU, I said, yeah, they're definitely gonna win 7 games.
Yeah, they're a better team than I expected them to be at this point in the season.
But the major things that they need is why I don't think they're going to win more. Like the D line,
and he's gonna fix those
that
things.
pressure.
Yeah,
offensive line. Second, like you need offensively, you're good. Shador can get you probably 8 wins. Which I think, like I said, I think they'll get 7. Bowl game, 8. So realistically, 8 wins. I think they can get 8 and 5. That's not bad. That's actually solid. Nigga, they was 1-11 last year. He told you I'm bringing Louis with me, and through 3 games, 3-0, bro. So let's see if he can continue it. Which we'll be picking that game later. But I want to move on from that.
Yeah, speaking of, since you brought up picks. Let's look at next week because we talked about college football enough. We got to get to NFL because I know it's 11:45. First games kick off in 15 minutes. So let's look at next week. Let's look at some of the big games and let's get some picks in. We're actually going to start right off the bat since they play at 11 o'clock. We're going to start it off right now. Florida State at Clemson. Give me your pick.
How much is Florida State favorite by?
I don't think they have the spread out.
Oh, yeah, obviously, yeah. I'm going to go Clemson in a close one. Who you got?
I'm taking Clemson as well. I don't think they played. I don't think they played great, but I think this is the game where they start to put things together.
They've been flying under the radar, and mind you, yeah, they lost to Duke, but it's still Clemson. But, yeah, I like Clemson in a close one, and I'm not just saying it because I don't like Florida State. If I felt like they were going to win, I would pick Florida State. But I'm still going with Clemson.
I'm going to go Clemson 38-34.
I'm going to say 35-20. 35-31.
Not bad. Next game we're going to go to, we're going to switch it up a little bit, go into another 11 o'clock game. Oklahoma at Cincinnati. Former UF quarterback plays quarterback for Cincinnati.
Tricky. That's very tricky.
Oklahoma been on the roll. Their defense looks better too.
I think I'm gonna go Oklahoma in a close one.
Okay. I'll probably go Oklahoma as well. I think it's gonna be a little high scoring, so I'll go 41-31. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Say 44-30.
Okay, that's not bad. Keeping it moving. 11 o'clock. We're gonna stay there. Auburn at Texas A&M. Which coach gets fired first?
My goodness, bro.
Who gets fired first?
That's like, my goodness, bro. That's like picking a knockoff version of cereal and asking me which one's better.
What's the different flavors of Fruit Loops?
Like, really, bro? That's like asking me, like.
Let me ask you a better question. How long does Jimbo Fisher last? Because if he loses this game, this season go into a tailspin.
But Auburn offense is like, bro.
They're not great, but
watching that offense, bro. It's
but
like looking at
they
I
have
don't
the
know,
athletes to compete.
where is that? It's at A&M.
It's at Texas A&M.
I'm gonna go with A&M. I'm
Okay,
gonna go with A&M.
not bad.
I'm gonna go with A&M, bro. Cause I just feel like I'm gonna go with A&M because quarterback play. I don't know who I want to pick. I just feel like that quarterback they have is better than Auburn's quarterback, and that guy is just like an athlete out there. Like I don't really. I'm gonna go with A&M, but if they lose, then I don't know what to expect from them. But I'm gonna go with A&M.
I'm gonna go with Auburn.
All
I'm
right.
gonna just go out on a limb and say Auburn gets the job
They gonna
done.
get the job done.
Even though I don't like either team, I'm gonna say that Auburn gets the job done. So moving forward, it's a lot of different games. The craziest thing is I didn't know this game was this week so soon. Ole Miss at Bama.
Woo!
I did not know that game was so soon.
Ole Miss at Bama.
Yes.
Ole Miss at Bama.
Ole Miss is 3-0, Bama 2-1. Take a shot, my boy, before you make a pick.
Damn.
Yeah,
I
y'all.
think-
I'm gonna just let y'all know before we go that Stella Rosa, get on that, hop on that, cause
Bruh.
it's like that. Stella Rosa in Bel Air. That's what we got in the studio. Shout out Rick Ross, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I've been drinking all damn weekend, but all damn weekend. You do not want your kids to be an alcoholic like Corey. So I'm gonna say that right now.
Hey, look, all I'm gonna say is he was knocked out. He's been knocked out for the last 2 days. I'm gonna just put this out here.
I worked out
Friday.
I worked out Friday.
Friday, I'm gonna say this. We went to see DJ Lagway. Look, I'm gonna just say this. He looks the part, and he's my future QB1. So I don't have no concerns about that. But on the way back, he did fall asleep on me while I was driving.
Listen,
it's cool.
Listen,
It's okay.
But
it
listen,
happens.
but this is I'm gonna tell you about my day before we get to the nitty gritty. Flight was for 6:10. Wake up 3:30. Airport is like what? Maybe about 15, 20 minutes away from where I live. So, okay, got to the airport around like 5 o'clock. Mind you, I woke up at 3:30, bro. 3:30 in the morning. Was out the door by like 4:30. You feel me? Got to the airport 5 o'clock. So I'm like, bro, come on, bro.
I got you, bro.
And then I worked
look,
out. No, bro. No, because you ain't clowning me. I worked out when I got to the hotel, which I've been working out and stuff like that, staying consistent. Well, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, that's why I fell asleep. I was tired, bro. I was tired.
It happens, bro. We all tired. But yeah, going back to the game, Ole Miss at Bama. Who you got? 2:30 on CBS.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if Milroe started.
Look, this is what I'm saying. I think Ty Simpson's going to start, and Jalen Milroe's going to be the backup. I'm going to just put this out here. Usually when Nick Saban has a performance that looks as bad as that look,
They were wait. Put that damn camera on me right now. No, put that damn camera on me. Historically, when Saban has had that type of a performance, he bounces back. But this team, I don't know if they built like that. Who's the leader on that team? At every Bama team that has won, even got to the championship and lost, they had a leader. Who's the leader on the Alabama team?
to me,
It's supposed
their leader wears number 13. That's who I think their leader
Who's
is.
that? Who's 13?
That's Malachi Moore.
Malachi Moore. Okay.
Malachi and Kool-Aid are the leaders.
Okay.
But the problem is they play at positions that are not really
Who's supposed to be the leader on that defensive side?
number 15. There's no question.
That was basically what I wanted to get out of you. Pause. So, my thing is, I don't know if this team can. I don't know if this team is built Because I don't know. Like, they don't even know who the fuck the quarterback is.
No, there's
They
a
hold
lot
on,
of college
Micah.
football. A
Micah.
lot of college football. Nobody knows though.
Micah.
If you look at college football this
No.
year, nobody knows. Like
What is their identity? Please tell me. Offensively.
there is none.
So how can I pick them in this game and I don't even know their identity? I don't even know.
I understand that. I
But-
get you. But remember who's on the other side, and remember that's the only assistant coach under Nick Saban that has beaten him is at Georgia.
That's what I'm. Dude. from
Until
Texas.
until
Still
until
Steve,
Sark
yeah.
won this
Yeah,
year.
Yeah.
He's the only other one.
Yeah.
I don't trust Ole Miss. I never have.
But-
Offensively, they're going to be great. We know that.
That's my thing.
We know they're going to be great offensively. Bama is going to be able to do things to take that away. But, like I said, there's going to have to be a bounce-back performance at some point from key guys on that Bama team. And one of them wears number 15. He has been a disappointment. This season, he has been a disappointment. And I'm not saying it's entirely his fault because there's other guys on that defensive line that need to step up to help him. The reason he was able to do so many great things was because number 31 was on the other side.
He ain't there no more.
He's gone. He's dominating the NFL now. Somebody else has to make some plays.
I don't honestly, bro. I don't know anybody else on that defense other than a few players. Like I know everybody in their secondary, but I don't know nobody. Like really
There's a
in the
few
front other
guys
than
by
Dallas Turner.
there's a few guys by name that I know on that defense, but they're not playing up to the talent level that they have.
So
And that's what I know. That's what's eating Saban up the most.
So-
is that we signed all of these guys and we're supposed to be better than this.
So let's just get to the question: who you like?
I like Alabama. It's at home. I like Alabama, but it's going to be more competitive than people would have thought coming into the season.
Are you going with Bama because that's the comfortable pick, or do you?
No, I don't.
You just
I don't like
trust
Ole Miss.
You don't trust Ole Miss.
No, I don't like Ole Miss. Ole Miss will do some great things against teams that they're supposed to beat, and then when they play teams that they need to play up to, and I'm as much as I want to say it, I'm not a big fan of Jackson Dart.
I'm gonna go Alabama too, because I'm thinking about it realistically. I'm gonna go Alabama. It's been 3 games. I've never seen Saban.
He's
lose.
trying to get answers. 'Cause
I've never seen Saban through 4 games go 2-2 with Alabama. It's never happened.
The only problem I have with Nick Saban this year is he panicked.
Yes, we literally just said that.
he panicked. He removed the quarterback that you chose to start the season off with.
But now, as a quarterback, with his psyche, how is that? Yeah, you just removed me, but when I get back in, damn, I'm on a short leash. He probably thinking like, damn, I'm on a short leash. I got to make something happen. And we know this as fans. He's bro. Jalen Milroe is a talented player, talented athlete. But as a quarterback, he's not there yet. So you have to implement things to make him comfortable. More run, which the offensive line has been a disappointment, and that's a surprise.
A huge disappointment.
Very
huge.
Yes,
disappointment.
you have to implement things that are going to make him comfortable. He's not a drop back passer.
No,
Run the ball more. Play action. Take some deep shots with him. Get him on a perimeter. Get him comfortable. If you expecting that young brother to read a defense right now, you shit out of luck.
He's not starting. Tyler Simpson's going to start. Jalen Milroe's going to be the backup.
Yeah.
If Simpson struggles, Milroe will come in.
I don't think
this is what I'm going to say about that. You panicked and removed him too soon. And the thing is, I don't think it affects him that much because he knows he's seen the guys in front of him play.
Yeah.
He saw Tyler Buckner. He was like, this guy sucks. I don't even know why we brought him in here.
The whole world probably saw that shit.
Exactly. So I don't know why he here.
Yeah, so
Ty Simpson played okay, but we ain't moved the ball that much. So now if I get my opportunity again, I know what I'm capable of. I saw parts of it in that Texas game.
Yeah.
There were good parts, there were bad parts. I can learn from that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what teams left on the schedule have defenses that are as good as what Texas has been this year? LSU may be one.
Their defense not even all that.
It's not.
It's just they have the athletes.
But who else?
A&M has athletes.
A&M has athletes, but
As
I'm
a
not-
unit, no.
what Miami did to
What
them.
shit? What he did to them? Milroe had a good game against A&M. Remember?
So,
I don't think Bryce played that game.
No,
last
Bryce
year.
is hurt.
Yeah.
Milroe played the game. They won 27-24.
Who do they play in the East? They don't. Obviously, they don't play us
Tennessee is one. They play Tennessee every year.
now.
That defense can't do
now,
anything.
I will say this.
With that secondary,
That's
secondary
what I'm
is going to have
saying.
some problems.
Because the keys to that defending that
But-
Tennessee, the keys to defending that Tennessee offense, great communication. Because we saw this last night. They want to get you. They want to get you thinking. They want to They want to get you when you're not set up. Great communication and their secondary. Other than Kool-Aid, which I think Arnold is a talented player, and
their
I wanted him
starters, if their starting unit is talented, the safeties are supposed to be the communicators.
Alabama.
Yeah. The problem is one of their safeties is a true freshman.
He's going to be good though.
No, Caleb Downs is
Yeah.
going to be really good, but communication is not a strong suit
he's
for
going
him.
to be good.
You got your corners are talented. Terry and Arnold, Malachi Moore, Kool-Aid McKinstry. I think they're on par with my cornerback room, right there. But the safety room has to be better.
Right.
My freshman safety is better than theirs at this point.
Castell.
Yes.
I like Castell.
Yeah.
I am a fan of that kid.
Yes.
I'm a fan of that kid.
Best safety in the room right now.
I'm a fan of that kid.
True freshman.
I'm a fan of that kid, bro.
True freshman. But going back to Bama, I'm looking at them. They're going to, like you said, they're going to have to establish an identity. And when do they do that? It has to be this week against an Ole Miss team that they should be able to run the football against. That O-line is going to have to step up and establish their will this week. If you say we've got bigger O-line than some NFL O-lines, show me. Show me how good they can be. This has to be the week, because if not this week, the D-lines that you play against for the rest of the year are much better than what you're going to face this week.
So, we both got Bama.
Yeah.
All right, we both got. I say 28-24.
I can see somewhere around there, yeah.
28-24.
I'm still not sold on how Bama's offense is going to look. Are they going to come out and try to throw the ball? Are they going to try to come out and run it? They have to make a decision. First of all, the thing they did wrong was hiring Tommy Rees as their offensive coordinator. That was stupid. That guy sucks. He played at Notre Dame. He was a horrible quarterback. He's an even worse offensive coordinator. Get him out of there.
Yeah, I like Bama. Yeah, true.
Get
I like Bama,
that guy
though.
out of there.
We
But
both
I do like Bama.
Yeah, we both like Bama.
So let's keep going. This week we actually have UCLA and Utah.
I got UCLA.
If Cam Rising plays, which I don't think he will,
I still got UCLA.
I'm going UCLA. I'll go UCLA.
Yeah, I got
I think Dante Moore got that team.
I got UCLA.
Okay, bet. Colorado at Oregon. Yeah.
I got Oregon.
Score.
$40, 44, 37.
It's not bad. That's actually not bad at all. I got Oregon as well, which is crazy. I'm picking Bo Nix. I'm going to go 48-34. I think Oregon, I don't think they're great, but they have better athletes than what Colorado State put on the field, and their offense, Bo Nix is playing well.
Not going to lie. If Travis Hunter was playing,
I still would pick Oregon, but I would have it closer.
I'd probably pick Colorado if Travis Hunter was playing. Probably.
I would say it would be closer, but I would still pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Oregon.
I would still pick Oregon. Underrated game right here. BYU at Kansas. BYU beat Arkansas yesterday, just to let everybody know. At Arkansas.
BYU at Kansas?
Yeah.
I'm going to go. Is Kansas undefeated?
Yeah, both 3-0.
They still got Daniels, right?
Yeah.
Give me Kansas.
Bro, we are picking Kansas in a football game, bro.
Shout out to Bill Self. Shout out to Kenny Gregory.
Hey man, but I'm gonna go with Kansas as well, which is just to hear myself say that out loud is just crazy. To pick Kansas in a football game. But let's keep on going forward, man. LSU playing Arkansas this week. Arkansas going to Baton Rouge. Who you got?
I like
I got a closer game than people expect.
I like LSU.
I do have LSU winning, but it's going to be closer than people think.
I like it 34, 31. No, 35-31.
I got it 41-34.
41-34.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Ooh, I didn't know this game was Oregon State at Washington State.
Oregon State has been
Really good
defensively.
Yes, but Washington State is good defensively too.
I'm going to go, since they're both, for Pac-12 standards, good defensively, I'm going to go with the better quarterback, Cam Ward, our guy.
Yes.
Which, you know, I've been.
Absolutely.
Let's just say I was the first one on him, you know.
Absolutely.
Cam Ward.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Cam Ward.
He's one of them ones.
Yeah.
He's one of
Solid
them
guy,
ones.
which I wanted him. Man, I wanted him at UF when he was coming, when he was like trying to get into.
When he was in the portal.
Yeah, when he was in the portal, I wanted him to come to UF, but obviously we had Anthony Richardson, which AR went top 5. So yeah, I like Washington State, bro.
I'm going Washington State as well. It's going. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game either. I think it's going to be like 20-17.
Say 24-21.
Got you. But we both on the same train. All right, cool. Moving forward, we got a couple undefeated matchups. This one is going to be really interesting. Ohio State at Notre Dame.
I hate you. You know, because I was thinking the other day, I saw this game. I was like,
don't delay the pick, bro. Give the pick, bro.
I'm trying to delay this shit hard.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We still got.
I want to go with Kyle McCord, or do I want to go with Sam Hartman?
Sam Hartman, the better quarterback, no question.
Easily.
But it's Notre Dame, and we know how they play in big games. But it's
not.
also Freeman on that sideline. I like Freeman, their coach, black guy. I do.
Damn. You know what? I'm gonna go Ohio State.
It's crazy because
I'm gonna go
looking at this Ohio State team, I don't think they're as good as people think they're supposed to be. And I think most of it is the quarterback position.
They defense.
That defense, I've never trusted in Ohio State defense. Well, except for when they beat Bama when Zeke went off. And that was when Zeke still had speed. He ain't that guy. But but yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm going Notre Dame at home.
But is that really an upset though?
It is.
How?
It's Notre Dame. You know what Notre Dame do in big games.
Team versus team this year. That's not an upset though. You don't think so? I mean, you think so?
I mean, Ohio State still got the better talent.
But Hartman is probably
Hartman is a top 5 quarterback in college football right now. The way he's playing.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going Notre Dame. At home, I'll go with Notre Dame. I'll take that pick. They probably gonna let me down, but
I'm gonna take Ohio State.
But I'm gonna go with Notre Dame.
I'm gonna take Ohio State.
Couple more, and then we're gonna move on to the NFL aspect. Well, actually, just one more. Let's go one more. Iowa at Penn State. Both teams undefeated.
I'll take Penn State.
I don't like James Franklin no more,
bro. No homo. I'm gonna take Penn State.
I don't like that guy, bro. I really don't. But I'll go with Penn State too.
Yeah,
so
I'll take Penn State.
Yeah, I'll take Penn State. All right, let's jump into NFL.
Wait. I wanna, before we go there, 3 guys I wanna spotlight. Malik Neighbors, shout out to him. He had a hell of a game this past weekend. That is,
what was it? 230
something
receiving?
like that. I know he had 2 touchdowns. Malik Neighbors, shout out to you. You are on Corey Spotlight. So shout out to him. He's a dog. I hate saying, I hate that saying. I don't know why I said it. But
hey, bro,
hell of a player though. Hell of a player.
He a dog, bro.
Hell of a player. Shout out to him. Who was my other guy? Of course. Trevor Etienne. Salute. You are on Corey Spotlight. Shout out to him. You know,
top 3 running back in the SEC.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I said it. I said it.
Run ability.
Try to debate it. I guarantee you can't. Top 3 running back in the SEC. I want to hear it.
That's not
best duo in the SEC. I said
that's not even debatable.
Best backfield in the SEC. I said it.
That's not debatable.
I said it. Now what?
Trevor Etienne, home run ability just like his brother. Lower body strength
Pause.
Big pause. Just like his brother. You know, a lot of I was one of the Florida fans. I didn't know he was going to be this good. He has best running back in the draft talent, and we still got him for another.
Shout out Louisiana.
Yes,
you
sir.
Know, you know what I'm saying.
You know, we still have him for another 2 years, but I mean another year because I think he'll go. He'll go.
Yeah, you know.
So yeah, shout out to Trevor Etienne. Up.
Last one. Who get that last spot?
Who get that last Corey spotlight? See, everybody, people want to know this. You already know. I don't have no jewelry right now, but Shador Sanders.
Got to.
He is him. Like his father said about Travis Hunter, he is him. Why not, bro? Why not? Top 3 quarterback right now. Top 3. Draft-wise, top 3. Through 3 games, like I've said it like 2-3 times already. Some of the most remarkable quarterback play I've seen in college football ever. Through 3 games.
I'm not gonna go top 3 yet, but he up there
for the draft.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go top 3.
Top 3, bro.
I'm not gonna go top 3.
Who you got over him other than the two obvious ones?
I like Michael Penix.
I take him over.
I like Cam Ward.
I take him over Penix. I take him over Ward too. I think Ward is a gem. I think he's gonna be an underrated gem. I think he's gonna be one of those. I would take the accuracy, the poise.
I get it, but
everything.
I get it. But this is college football.
That is true,
and you know how that goes.
That is true.
With translating to the NFL game. You know how it goes.
I think he's gonna translate though.
I think he will. The only problem I have with him is he's slow in the pocket. Yeah. His ability to extend plays is great if he's kept clean. But NFL defensive ends are a different breed.
Yeah, you got a point there.
They're a different breed, bro. So his processing going to have to get a little bit better, but he's good.
Shador Sanders, shout out to him. Those are my 3 guys for Corey Spotlight, which will be every time we record for college football, NFL. Oh, and NBA when that come back. But let's get to NFL.
Let's jump into some NFL. We've already had our first touchdown of the day. The Bills are down 7-0 to the Raiders. Devontae Adams in the end zone.
Fuck the Bills.
Future New York Jet. Y'all didn't hear that from here.
He said that.
But yeah. Shout out to Devontae. But we're not gonna pick that game. Ravens and Bengals playing right now. Who you got in that one?
That is crazy how you just went from everything. Who you got? Is it Ravens at Bengals?
Yes.
Ooh, I think the Bengals bounce back.
Okay, you got the Bengals. I got Baltimore. I got Baltimore with the win. Chiefs playing the Jaguars right now. Who you got?
Chiefs.
I got the Jags.
Ooh, Mahomes starting 0-2?
Yes.
Bro, I feel like whenever we talk about the Chiefs, if they're not playing the Jets, do not ask me who I have. Because I'm telling you, I'm not picking against this man. I'm not picking against Patrick Mahomes. Unless, obviously, you're playing against the Jets. I'm not picking. So whenever the next time we record and you ask me who they play, don't ask me about the Chiefs because you already know who I got.
That's understandable.
Except unless they playing us.
It's understandable. We're not going to pick all the games, but we're going to pick a few of them.
All right.
So those 2, that's good. Rams at 49ers. 49ers at Rams. Excuse me. Niners as well. That Niners team just might be the best team in it.
They are the best team in the NFC, bro.
That hurts me to say because
they're the best team in the NFC.
It hurts me to say that, but I do think they are the best team in the NFC.
They're literally built. Never mind. I'll get to that later.
Monday Night Football, Saints at Panthers. Who you got? You know I was going to make you pick this game for one reason only.
I'm going to go with the Saints.
I'm going to go with the Saints as well, but Bryce, I expect a bounce back from him. He didn't play too well in week 1. It was his first NFL start, but I expect the bounce back.
Who he throwing to? Me? And you? Like, come on, bro. I mean, Adam Thielen is solid.
Yeah, bro, Adam Thielen.
But if you asking Adam Thielen in 2023 to be your wide receiver 1, then
nah, yeah, I
mean, I like Terrence Marshall too, but come on, bro. I'm expecting.
I don't.
You don't like Terrence Marshall?
No.
Damn, all right.
But yeah, I got the Saints winning that too. But let's get to our game. Y'all see the jersey on my guy. I got to put him on the camera. He got the greatest cornerback jersey of all time right now. And y'all see it, Bel Air. Shout out Rick Ross, man. Shout out to Rose. Big black nigga. Yeah, let me chill out. Let me chill out, bro. Because I can do the impersonation, but I'm not going to do that today. But shout out to Bel Air. You know what I'm saying? He got the jersey on. Yeah, I said it. Greatest cornerback of all time. Don't try to debate me. There's nobody better.
He said it, not me.
Yeah, I said it. What y'all gonna do about it?
All right.
Exactly.
All right.
Jets at Cowboys today, man. We in Dallas, so I know a lot of Cowboys fans definitely gonna have something to say about this. But I'm gonna let you go first since you got on the jersey. Who you got? I know who you got. What's the score?
I'm gonna say 21-17.
You know what?
No. 24-17.
You know what? I'm saying it right now. Zach Wilson lighting their ass up. I said it. 27-24 Jets win. I don't care what you got to say.
And also, I think we get 2 picks. I think Sauce gets a pick, and I think Tony Adams gets a pick.
Exactly. I appreciate that. We getting 5 sacks though. I appreciate that.
We getting 5 sacks. And Brees is rushing for 100.
Hey.
And Dalvin Cook is scoring.
Hey. All I'm gonna say is this: at the end of this season, Brees Hall top 5 running back in the NFL. I said it.
And Garrett Wilson going for
that nigga torching Diggs today.
He's getting 100 yards.
He torching Diggs today
And a touchdown.
So, yeah, I said it.
All right,
Cowboys fans, if you got something to say, come see me. I'm about that. Big trust. Yeah. There you go. Hey man. Hey, that's all I gotta say, man. I think we getting a dub, man. Yeah, I think the Jets getting a dub, man. I think my guy Zach is ready to play some football, but my defense finna show up, and we finna show out. Everybody talking about the Cowboys defense. They talk about the Eagles defense. They talk about the Niners defense, but nobody mentions the New York Jets defense.
We have a top 3 defense in the league.
Exactly.
Off
Why
paper,
not?
off talent alone.
Why not? We have talent at every level.
Every level. So
best cornerback tandem in the league. Don't try to debate me on that. Best in the league. Deepest D line rotation. Yeah. Us and the Eagles. Linebackers underrated. C.J. Mosley been doing this for a long time.
Still good, by the way.
Quincy Williams definitely took another level. Safety room underrated.
Top 2 DT.
Bro, three interceptions?
Top 2 DT. Quentin Williams.
Yes, absolutely.
Top 2.
Only player in the game that's better is we know who.
But let me get to that. He's getting older.
Yeah, he is. Somebody's gonna take the mantle real soon.
I think Quentin has, or will this year.
Even if I'll say top 3, I'll put Quentin at 3. Chris Jones should be 2.
Him and Chris Jones are still there.
But if we talking about who's gonna be the face of that defensive tackle position from here on out, oh yeah,
Quentin the youngest
easy.
One. He's 26,
easy.
right?
It's the guy wearing the New York Jets jersey 95.
Yeah.
You're gonna see him flash a lot today. Trust me.
All right.
And then when he gets to his interview, he gonna sneeze and say "bless you" to himself, because that's just what he do. That's just what we do. Man. So yeah, we getting a W. I said it. And if you want to come see me after the game, come see me, bro. I'm about that. Just like that.
Facts.
So yeah, on next week, the Gators playing, I believe, Charlotte. Move to 3-1. We should be ranked by the end of this by Monday.
Yeah, we should be ranked.
And even if we're not, I don't care. My quarterback is playing well. My running back's doing what they need to do. My receivers are young and stepping up. My O-line got to be fixed a little bit, but we had a really good game yesterday. I will give them that. They had a pretty decent game.
Had a solid game.
My defense is – shout out to Armstrong, man. Shout out to my defensive coordinator. He has made us go from bad to really, really good in just 3 games. And – bro, what can you say? Keep bringing that energy, bro. I know the recruits love it. Recruiting finna take off, but it's already at a high level. So, yeah, I expect us to do some real great things, man, with this team. And we're going to be great. We're in good hands with Billy Napier. I've been saying that. All y'all, don't keep jumping on and off the bandwagon, bro. Just stay on or stay off. It's okay. Yeah. I don't blame you. We're all fans at the end of the day. It's cool. But don't jump on one game when we win, and then the next game you jump off because you don't like the play calling. Nah. Stay on, stay off. It's all right. Don't straddle the fence. Let your nuts hang.
Telling this fan base not to straddle the fence, good luck with that. It's never a dull moment with this fan base.
Shout out to my coach, man. Shout out to my coach. We doing some really good things. Shout out to my future QB1. We did head out to Willis, Texas to go see him, man. They got the win against Conroe. That guy's gonna be a great one.
Stud.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Stud.
That guy, he looks different when he's on the football field. And there was a few things that need to be cleaned up with his delivery and his
That
footwork.
zip though,
But
that
man,
zip he throw it off his hand, man.
If you watch the live stream from his game on Friday night, you know what I'm talking about. The ability to throw on the run was very very very
quick release.
Very
quick
Aaron Rodgers like.
quick release. He ain't lying either. We ain't just saying that because we fans.
No, I'll say that about any quarterback in the class. Like I really like Aaron Nolan, who's going to Ohio State.
You like saying too?
I like Julian saying that's going to Alabama.
Day one.
I'm not sure day one. I want to see how the rest of the season goes, but he's gonna bring some more talent into that room.
Yeah.
Well, yes. DJ Lagway is that guy.
Yeah.
I don't care about no Elite 11 or 7-on-7 footage. When it's 11 on 11 and the pads are on, that kid is different. And we in good hands. He's going to be a great quarterback for the University of Florida. And he's going to bring some talent with him. Them kids know, trust me. They know when they put that film on and they see the quarterbacks in his class, he one of the top 2 or 3.
Facts.
And they know who they want the ball thrown to from. So that kid going to be good. I ain't worried about that. But we're going to finish this season well, man. Shout out to Florida Gators. We got the win once again against Tennessee, who can't beat us in the swamp anyway. So the rest of the season is going to be fun. But any closing thoughts from you, my brother?
I have no closing thoughts. I just want to say, I'm glad we finally on this path, this podcast. Shout out to the ones who watched us or who's been watching us. Shout out to the ones who've been wondering where we've been. Shout out to the ones who, just been supporting us. Once we get some more things down packed, like with the logo, which is just temporary, so we're gonna get a new one soon. But that's just something temporary to just hold us up. But yeah, man, we've got a lot in store, and I know we say that a lot, but we really do have a lot. So I don't really have any closing thoughts, man. I'm just glad we finally got this one in the books, bro. First time in the studio together, first of many more. So it's gonna be interesting going forward.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Shout out to y'all who supported. I've seen a lot of y'all joining on the live feeds from everywhere. Had a lot of people on Facebook, a lot of people on Twitter. Hey, man, we just going to keep bringing y'all some good content. This is going to be our new method of bringing this wonderful footage to y'all. And we trying to take this thing to bigger and better heights, man. Just doing what we love to do, which is talking about sports. We're obviously going to have moments where we talk about some different things. Be on the lookout. Also, go follow my brother on Instagram, his Instagram page. He's going to be talking music throughout the week as well, doing some new stuff. If you don't have the page, I don't know if he wants to tell y'all or not.
Just enjoy this. Yeah, but 2 underscores, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Nah.
No, it has 2 S's. Remember that.
I'm looking at it right now. Just enjoy this with 2 S's and 1 underscore.
2 S's, 1
Yeah,
underscore.
it's just it's me on my music thing. Well, I'm not a rapper or anything like that. Definitely
I mean, I am. If you want me to spit a quick 16,
he's an R&B singer.
When 16 ain't enough.
Me and me and 2 of my childhood friends, we got a page. We doing so. Go follow that. You can follow me on Twitter at just enjoy this underscore. Well, 2 underscore. It's 2 underscores, right? Yeah. 2 underscores. Hit me up. I'll respond.
Definitely, we're gonna be a little bit more active, man, with our pages, because we have to take a step back for a minute because we had a lot going on, but we are back.
Life, nigga.
We are back. Yes, everybody has some life things.
Life,
going on,
nigga.
We back. We won't make it out to where we were supposed to be out today. We had some difficulties getting all this set up this morning, but
technical
difficulties. But it's all right, man. Don't
still
worry.
Gonna vibe.
Don't worry about that.
We still gonna vibe.
We're gonna do what we need to do when the time comes. You know what? This dude, look at this dude.
Still gonna vibe.
This guy's been drinking since Friday, I think.
Still gonna vibe. Saturday. Vibe.
Hey man, I can't do it anymore. I'm too old for that. I can drink a little bit.
He's like 3 years older than me.
I can drink a little bit. I ain't gonna tell y'all my age. I'm like 47, but
he's lying on a Sunday. Let's be realistic.
Look,
lying
15,
on a Sunday.
30. 37.
Oh my god.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing, man. Just playing. Nah, chill. But nah,
Out of the way, LAPD. Out of the way, LAPD. You feel me?
in Hong Kong,
in Hong Kong, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
bro. Top 3 funniest
Which
movie
one is
series,
better?
bro.
Rush Hour 1 or Rush Hour 2?
Hey, bro.
Do you think they just go in order?
I don't know. Bro,
I think
'cause
Rush Hour 2 got a better.
I like 2.
I think 2 got a
like
better
2,
plot.
bro.
I think 2 got a better plot.
I like 2. That's funny.
1 is just nostalgic, bro.
That is that is it. Lee, why didn't you tell me this man rose like this?
I said this. I said this.
He said, "Damn, no wonder you mad."
No wonder why. No wonder you, man. And nigga said, he said, slow down, Chin. What the hell wrong with you? Bro, that was so racist, bro. But bro, that was crazy.
That boy said, buttercream. What size is the waist? Let's go.
Hey,
Watch his sweetness.
bro.
Buttercup.
Buttercup.
Go get the clothes.
What is that? He likes you.
I'm not shopping with you no
He
more.
likes that with you, though, bro. Oh, they're brothers. They're brothers. He said, Kenny, you a black man with a Chinese restaurant on Crenshaw. You embarrassing yourself.
That shit was funny when they was on the roof. He said, "Show me again."
Yeah.
I didn't see. I didn't get a good look at it.
I'm gonna whoop your ass. And then I'm gonna whoop your ass.
The outtakes are so funny,
Yeah, they-
bro. That nigga said, "Jackie, we'd love to see that." His name is Lee. Goddamn it.
His name is Lee, goddammit. Oh my god, bro.
Man, hey,
Hilarious.
nah, shout out Chris Tucker, man. He got some legendary work.
Shout out Chris Tucker.
Money Talks, definitely.
Money Talks.
Hey, yo.
Money Talks Friday. Rush Hour Trilogy. Fifth
Hey,
Element, even though I wasn't really a fan of the movie. Dead Presidents.
We're gonna do a podcast where we talk movies, bro, because it's a lot that we could get to, like how some of these actors out here is one dimensional. But we ain't gonna get to that today, you know. Hey, yo. But hey,
He's
man,
good at what he does.
Hey,
though.
man.
He's good at what he does.
like I said, man, it is with a podcast, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know, we're gonna keep doing this thing, man. Shout out to Bel Air. Shout out to the Stella, man. Y'all see the Stella. We emptied that bottle. That shit was good as hell. But yeah, man, we're gonna keep doing this thing. We're gonna keep bringing y'all some good content, man. Just stay tuned, man.
Closing thoughts. Hey, man. It is what a podcast.
Y'all
bro.
see it, bro. We all see
It is what a podcast, man.
That's all I gotta say, man.
It is what a podcast.
We accept that. We accept that title, bro.
It's really just because
That's because
we do dumb shit.
That's because what people used to call us, man. They used to call us idiots, but then some of the things that we would say came true, and it's like, so we not really idiots, but we embrace that, bro. Call us an idiot. We just gonna keep bringing y'all this good content. That's it.
Yes, sir.
So you know what? Now we gonna go home. We gonna watch some football. Actually, you know what? Nah, we gonna go get some more drinks. We gonna keep on drinking. It's Sunday. Let's have some fun. Bro.
You see what I mean? He's a
Nah,
bad.
but nah. Shout out to my guy, man.
Oh, yeah,
First
for sure,
time.
bro.
First time in Dallas, you know, in the studio.
Second time in Dallas.
First time in the studio.
Second time in the studio.
With me shooting the live show.
Second time in Dallas. Second time in the studio.
Let's say
But
it that
first
way.
time live.
First time
streaming,
shooting the live show.
Yeah.
And y'all know we
keep it
had
like
to do
that.
it big. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in. But it's time for us to close this out, man. And so until next time, y'all know what this is, man. Y'all
Yes,
know what
sir.
it is.
No fucking waiting, boy.
They can't wait. They can't wait until we bring this thing back, man. We're going to put this thing on the map. So it is with a podcast. Until next time, man, we're going to close this thing out. Shout out to y'all. Y'all have a great Sunday. Enjoy some football.
Yes, sir.
We out.
We out.